Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And today I wanted to talk about boredom in your marriage, specifically if you feel like your wife is boring. Again, this is a topic that I get all the time in my coaching sessions. And it's really more so in regards to people not knowing how to navigate a boring relationship. Half the time they don't even realize it until it's too late. And when I say too late, I don't necessarily mean that the relationship is over. It's just you've gotten to a place where you're stuck in a routine, and you just don't feel fulfilled as you used to. So you've kind of fallen into this pattern of boringness in the relationship. Let's just put it that way. So how do you start to feel more fulfilled? How do you start to kind of get the excitement back and feel like you are happy and excited to be around your wife? So I wanted to provide you guys with some tips and tools and some recommendations to get you started on that journey. And the first one is self-reflection. So trying to understand how you got there in the first place. How are you in this situation? Oftentimes people don't take the time to reflect, to consciously think about what happened or what is currently happening in the relationship that is making you feel bored. And again, I say this all the time to my clients, people only know you as well as you know yourself. So if you don't know what makes you happy, if you don't know what you need in order to kind of spice up the relationship or feel excited again or feel fulfilled, you can't really expect your partner to be able to do that for you. That's an unrealistic expectation. And I talk all the time about expectations, right? So the difference between an unrealistic expectation and a realistic expectation. And just assuming that your partner knows, just assuming that they can read your mind, that they can read your emotions, and they can, fix things for you without you communicating them is an unrealistic expectation. Always assume that your partner knows nothing. And I say this all the time in my couple sessions, because oftentimes what I have found is that when you are in a long-term relationship, because you have shared so many experiences together, because you have gone through so much, because you feel like you have communicated so much about yourself or given so much of yourself to this individual, the expectation is that they know everything. But keep in mind, people are continually growing. People are continually changing. People are continually evolving. That's just how we are. That is part of being a human being, right? Continually evolving. So to be in a marriage and expect to basically be with the same person that you were with 10 years ago is not realistic. Unless you guys have been able to emotionally check in with each other and turn the chapter and turn the page at the same time, you will find that the assumption that your partner knows everything about you is false. So that's the first thing. Assume they know nothing. So in order to be able to start processing this and moving through it, you have to identify what is making you bored. Is it the lack of communication? Is it there's no intimacy? Is it that before you guys used to go on hikes all the time and be very active and now you don't do that anymore? You used to travel all the time and you don't do that anymore. What is it specifically that is making you bored? That way, when you sit down to have a discussion or a conversation with your partner, you can have an effective and productive conversation and you can actually resolve the issues and feel like you're moving past them. So to segue off of the first topic or the first, recommendation, the second one is communication. So having a conversation with your spouse, having a conversation with your wife and saying, hey, these are the reasons for why I am bored. I've sat down and really thought about it and I've written down some things that I feel like we can work on or some things that I feel are lacking in our relationship that is contributing to me not feeling fulfilled. Once you have this conversation, it's kind of like a level setting conversation, right? You're letting your partner know what your needs and expectations are, and you're also setting boundaries and saying, I need to feel a little bit more fulfilled. I would like to do more of these things. If we don't, I'm going to fall further into feeling, maybe a little bit anxious or stressed or depressed because we are not trying to work through these issues. Again, it's also just about how you deliver the message as well. So if you're delivering it in a very blaming kind of way and saying, I'm bored because of you. I'm bored because you aren't doing this. I'm bored because you aren't listening to me. That's not going to get you anywhere. That is a negative form of communication and is actually what falls under the category of unfair fighting. And I've mentioned this before in communication trainings where there's a difference between fair fighting and unfair fighting. And in unfair fight, you are stuck in a cycle of blame. So don't approach the conversation from don't approach it that way. Approach it from the concept or the idea of a fair fight, which is allowing your partner to also share with you how they feel and coming to a compromise in order to really start to move past some of these things that are unresolved that are contributing to you feeling bored. The third one is empathize with your partner, right? Put yourself in their shoes. If you are not feeling fulfilled in the relationship, if you are bored in the relationship, it's very likely that your partner probably is bored as well. So try to put yourself in their shoes. Try to understand where they are coming from emotionally. Maybe they are stressed out with work. Maybe they're stressed out by external stimuli. Maybe there's things that are going on in their own personal life that they have not necessarily shared with you just yet. Try to understand where they are coming from. Now, you don't necessarily have to agree with them, but as long as you can provide a level of support and say, hey, I understand that you're feeling a particular way. I may not be able to fully process it the way that you are, but what can I do to help you? What can I do to offer support? That will go that'll go miles with your partner, right? And allowing them to feel safe. And if you create a safe environment, it helps to open the doors to vulnerability. And once you're able to be vulnerable, you're able to connect on a deeper level. And once you're able to connect on a deeper level, then you're able to share new experiences in a different way. The fourth one is try new things together, right? Try to create some kind of list of things that you guys want to do, things that you have not been able to experience together, right? So the concept of trying new things is really getting you outside of your comfort zone. And when you step outside of your comfort zone, you feel a rush of adrenaline in a sense, right? And that adrenaline actually helps with attraction. So create a bucket list. I suggest that both of you guys create your own individual ones. And then come together and talk about the things that you guys want to do. And if there are things on both your lists that you guys share in common, tackle those first, start doing those first, and then look at the individualistic goals. And your partner, you can do your wife's one week or 1 month, and then do yours 1 week or 1 month. This will help to kind of bring back some excitement, some anticipation for fun in the relationship, which is really what you're looking for when you say you are starting to feel bored in the relationship. The last and final one, and one of the ones that commonly ends up taking a back seat, is spicing things up in the bedroom. And sex is a very important part of a romantic relationship. And oftentimes it's one of the first things to go when we fall into a routine. And as I've mentioned before, routines are the killer of relationships. And most couples actually end up falling into these types of routines, and sex becomes something on the checklist, just something that needs to get done in order to maintain and sustain the relationship. If you feel like you've fallen into a routine, I have created an amazing product for you guys to try. It is based on breaking the routine. And like I mentioned before, routines are one of the things that kill relationships. So if you feel like you are stuck in a routine, this product will change the dynamic of your relationship. I promise you. It breaks down how to get out of a routine. And if you guys want to continue to progress in your relationship and you want to get to a place where you feel fulfilled and happy, this product will help you. Just go to the Happily Committed website and click on the tab that says product. You will find the product there, and I promise you it will help you along this journey. If you guys related to this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. I love having open dialogues with people. So if you feel like I missed something, if you just got something out of the video and you want to comment about it, please leave it in the comment box down below. I love reading them. If you just want to dive in a little bit deeper and you want to know a little bit more, you can visit us at happilycommitted.com, where we have a multitude of different articles, blogs, videos that you can utilize. If you just want to book a one-on-one coaching session with myself or one of the other amazing coaches that we have on the team, you can also do that through the website. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. Hope you guys are staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you guys soon.